Hola amigos míos, welcome to Healthify My Life. This is HealthifyCoach Zoraida. This channel is about mindfulness, yoga, meditation, life coaching, and all to keep each other fit during our journey. Welcome.
Let's do this right here, right now. Every day in a daily life, when we interact with other human beings, we really need to handle different kinds of situations, different kinds of conflicts, because we deal with a total other points of views, other points of attitudes. Therefore, sometimes there will be a kind of conflict. There have been conflicts, and this is an introduction. Of course, there have been conflicts since ages, since the existence of humans. Imagine those men on the cavern fighting for some flesh or something else. Imagine the people in the Middle Ages, people in England, people in Spain fighting against each other. In these times, there was so much importance for gaining power by accumulating material things, right? All of the time. I don't know, and I'm not really sure if this has changed a lot in the last years. I'm not sure about it. What about you? I think there is a very much important kind of richness that is the spirituality of all of us. The power we have in us to develop ourselves, to develop others, to develop our environments, to make something good not only for ourselves, for the people that are coming after. So there is certainly a big potential in all of us. And I want to give you 7 ways. It's 7 ways to make you more powerful in everyday life, to become much more conscious every time you have some conflict in your life, and to handle it much better. The first one is be fearless. There is nothing to be afraid of in life. When you are fearless, when you have no fear of anything, you will have the limitless power that is in you. Totally sure about it. When you are afraid, and if you ever heard of the self-fulfilling prophecy, when you are thinking, I'm gonna be late at work today, I'm really not gonna catch the train, I'm really gonna lose this important meeting, there is a big probability that you're already asking for it. So the universe will give it to you back if that is what you want. This is how the things work. I cannot change it. So on the contrary, if you change this thing, this pattern, this kind of thinking, and you start to tell yourself, let's get there, even though I just left 2 minutes late, the train will be there. You will give it more power to be there on time. You will give yourself more power. It can be that all the red lights are turned green instead of something is making it smoother because you're asking for it. Of course, it can happen once, twice, maybe not the 3rd time or the 4th time, but this will happen the more you will ask it. So be fearless is really a very important thing to avoid conflicts, because if you are also fearless in a kind of situation, if you are not afraid to lose your face, to give yourself away, to give yourself totally as you are, not to be afraid of my ego, this will help you tons, this would help you buckets to be fearless in a kind of conflict, and just say the things as you feel them, as you really are sense in them, and not to try to save your face, because that's not the most important thing on earth. Second of all, take responsibility. Take responsibility for your actions, for the things that you are doing right or wrong. You know, if you know it was your responsibility, or whether it was your mistake or not, if you just tell this and you take the responsibility of your actions, this will make your life also much easier. Number 3. Number 3, very important. Can I say it louder than this? I don't know if I can just say it louder than this. I honestly don't know. Mind your own business, for God's sake. This is so important. Don't even bother what your neighbor is doing. Don't even bother about the cows with their bells, or the co-worker arriving every time late at work. It is not your life. It is other people's life. Mind your own business makes you also more focused on the things that are relevant for you, for your life, for your well-being. Don't waste time in other people's lives thinking. Don't waste time on that. Really mind your own business. Very important rule. Sometimes we forget, because the nature of humans is sometimes when they don't have too much to talk about, they like to talk about other people. But avoid this. This is just gossip. It's not serving. So avoid that at all costs and mind your own business. That was number 3. Number 4. What will be number 4? Maybe you are guessing it already. As well as you don't mind somebody else's business, you really need to take into account this number 4. And this number 4 is, don't be afraid of the way others are looking at you as a person. And that is very much related also with your ego. Yes, with your ego. Definitely yes. Don't start too much questioning what are other people thinking of me. Don't ever mind about what others think about you. This is the worst thing you can do, because if you're living for others, then why don't you change in the other person and live their lives? The choice is there to be made. You're giving your life to live your life, and not to live to the expectations of somebody else's. So you really need to do what feels good to your gut, what feels good on your mind, and that gives you the rest and the sleep you enjoy every night, every single day. That was number 4, related to number 3. And number 5. What is number 5? Number 5 is just live simple, meaning enjoy the simple things in life, which is so easy to find every day. Even a simple note you receive from someone, even a view, even the view on the sky, even on a rainy day. Yes, even on a rainy day, because nature is giving you this, because we are receiving all this here on earth to have joy with it, to let our heart be happy of the things we are giving every day. That means living simple. Like, don't make things too complicated. Don't make a whole thing of easy things that are so easy to solve. Really make things easy and be creative in enjoying the simplicity of life every single day. That is the number 5. Live simple, enjoy simply, be awesomely simple, and you will have a much better life, and you will avoid conflicts that are not giving you positive vibes. Because when you avoid the conflict, when you are having the simplicity of life, you won't expect too much out of a conflict. You will just have the simple solution for every party. Number 6. Number 6 is a rule to apply, and some people are more rational than others, while some others have the tendency to be a little bit more spiritual than other people. Therefore, what I really advise you to do is, you have your own way of doing things. You have either more rationality, you like to analyze things deeply, and that is all very well. This is kind of gift that is given to us to apply. Yes, this is a gift we cannot deny. And what we cannot deny is that we are spiritual human beings. Spiritual, that emotion, the heart, the gut. Don't leave it aside. This is really so important. If you could see how many things sometimes are not based or have resolved without rational thinking, without the logical thinking, you will be amazed. You will be delighted. So let that flourish, blemish a little bit more in you, and base your life, okay, in the rationality, in all the logicality. I hope I'm saying that in good English. And also on the spirituality side. Yes, some things do not have an explanation. Don't expect an explanation for everything. You'll find your own source in you, and leave it a little bit like this for what it is. That was number 6. And number 7, last but not least, no, not at all least, is build your own thing. Build your own thing. Create your own independent thinking. Meaning, don't base yourself on what others thinking are, what other expectations are. Don't attach to something that is this way, like a line. Make your world round and open, and create your own creativity thinking, your own independent thinking. Be independent from the others in your thinking. Let's suppose that somebody is forcing you to drink coffee every day because it really gives you a lot of energy or whatever. I just inventing this, okay? It's not true for some people, but maybe true for somebody else. But you don't need to believe what everybody's believing. You need to believe what you want to believe. You need to believe in your own independent thinking, in your own independent thinking, in your own independent creation of solutions. Don't stick to what other people you love, your friends, your family, don't stick to what they want you to think or to believe. Create your own way, independent thinking. And that was number 7. And we are all around with our ways, creating a better lives every day for us, every single day. So remember that symbiosis is so important in our world, is so important in our daily life, that we cannot really say let's get rid of it. Symbiosis is the most elemental thing. Therefore, we need to collaborate and work together. You really need to realize, and this is the summary of all the 7 kind of tips or rules, or name it as you want, I just mentioned. In order to do that, open your thinking. Remember, you are not thinking as somebody else, you are not feeling as somebody else, and therefore your spirit is very important, sometimes more than your rationality. So therefore, there is no good, there is no bad, there is a mix of both. And when you understand the mix of both, when there is no good and there is no bad, there are just different personalities on the world, different cultures, different environments, different backgrounds, different heritages. When you understand that this is the mix of it all, you will get much farther than a limiting belief that is not letting you grow to your potential. Think on your spiritual growth. Think of your spiritual thinking. Think of that side that is also so important and that has been neglected maybe in your life, that can be so useful in times of conflict, in times of trying to empower yourself. So develop that side little by little together. Remember, we are very much conditioned or very much influenced by how the environment has treated us, but how we have interacted with our family, with our parents, our friends, and anybody else. So this is a kind of very big influence in our lives. Therefore, remember that we are humans, so develop that human side of you. That potential is there. That potential is there, and even if you feel your potential is already reached, you have much more than that. I promise you that. So let's go on. Let's keep that. Let's change the keep. Let's continue changing the goodbyes with each other. Welcome anytime, any day. Thank you. I send you all the love. I send you a super warm hug, a big smile. Healthify my life.